Ever heard the phrase, rebound relationships never work? Well, it's time to debunk some myths. We're diving into the often misunderstood world of rebound relationships today, from the belief that they're destined to fail, to the notion that they're purely about physical intimacy. We're here to set the record straight. We're going to bust 5 common myths and bring light to the reality of rebound relationships. So, are you ready to debunk some myths? Myth number 1, rebound relationships always fail. That's not entirely true. You may have heard this claim before somewhere in the grapevine of relationship advice, but let's set the record straight. The success or failure of a relationship, rebound or not, is not predestined by the timing of its inception. It's not as though a relationship comes with an expiry date, simply because it blossomed soon after a breakup. In fact, it's the individuals involved, their emotional maturity, and their communication that play pivotal roles in determining the longevity and quality of a relationship. While it's true that rebound relationships can often be characterized by unresolved issues and emotional unavailability, this is not a rule set in stone. It's more of a possibility, a likelihood, but not a guarantee. Let's consider some examples. Imagine a couple who have entered a relationship shortly after one of them experienced a breakup. If they are emotionally mature, they can acknowledge and address any lingering emotional baggage. They can also communicate openly about their feelings, fears, and expectations. This level of understanding and transparency can actually form a strong foundation for a successful relationship. On the other hand, if a couple jumps into a relationship without addressing past issues or establishing clear communication, they may find themselves in a challenging situation, regardless of whether it's a rebound or not. So you see, it's not about the rebound label we slap on these relationships, it's about the individuals involved, their emotional readiness, and their ability to communicate effectively. A rebound relationship has as much potential to succeed as any other relationship, provided these elements are in place. So the timing of a relationship doesn't predetermine its failure. What matters is how both parties handle the relationship. Ready for myth number 2? Rebound relationships are just about physical intimacy, but is that really the case? Well, let's dive into this. It's easy to assume that rebound relationships are merely playgrounds for physical desires, especially when they happen shortly after a breakup. But like any relationship, they can be so much more. Sure, a rebound relationship might have a strong physical component. After all, physical intimacy is a part of human connection. However, to say that's all there is, well, that's selling it short. Rebound relationships can also be about emotional exploration and personal growth. They can be a space where individuals explore their feelings, understand their desires, and learn about their emotional needs. They can provide a sense of comfort, an opportunity to regain self-confidence, and a chance to rediscover one's own worth. In fact, some people find that they connect on a deeper emotional level in rebound relationships than they did in their previous ones. They might discover new aspects about themselves, learn to communicate more openly, or even find a renewed sense of self-esteem. So, let's dispel this myth right here, right now. Rebound relationships are not just about physical intimacy. They can be about personal growth, emotional discovery, and much more. So, it's not all about the physical. Emotional growth can happen in rebound relationships too. Myth number 3, rebound relationships are always rushed. Let's dive into this one. It's a widespread belief that rebound relationships move at breakneck speed, hastily rushing from one stage to the next. But here's the twist. This isn't always the case. The pace of a relationship is determined by the individuals within it, not by its rebound status. Just like any other relationship, a rebound can move slowly or quickly, depending on the people involved. Some might want to take things slow, taking the time to understand each other, to build trust, and to heal from previous relationships. Others might feel ready to jump in head first, moving quickly towards commitment. In the end, it's all about communication and understanding between both parties. If both individuals are on the same page about the pace of the relationship, it doesn't matter whether it's a rebound or not. Contrary to the myth, a rebound relationship doesn't come with a fast-forward button attached to it. It's not a race to the finish line, it's a journey. And like all journeys, it can be fast or slow, rushed or relaxed. So let's bust this myth wide open. Rebound relationships are not always rushed. They aren't inherently fast-paced, and they don't always move at warp speed. The speed of a relationship is determined by the individuals within it, their comfort levels, their emotional readiness, and their mutual agreement. So the speed of a relationship isn't dictated by whether it's a rebound or not. It's up to the people involved. Myth number 4. rebound relationships are emotionally unavailable. But is that so? Commonly, there's a belief that rebound relationships are void of emotional depth, that they are simply distractions from the pain of a recent breakup, and therefore, the individuals involved are emotionally unavailable. But like many myths, this one doesn't always hold up to scrutiny. Emotional availability is not dictated by the timing of a relationship. It's not like a switch that can be turned off when one relationship ends and turned back on when enough time has passed. Emotional availability depends on the individuals involved, their personal journeys, and their capacity for emotional connection at any given time. Some people might jump into a new relationship before they've fully processed their previous one, and yes, they might be emotionally unavailable. But that's about them, not the rebound relationship itself. On the other hand, some people might find that a new connection helps them process their emotions and move forward. They might be fully present and emotionally available in their new relationship, even if it started soon after a breakup. Relationships, rebound or not, are complex, unique, and deeply personal. They don't follow a set pattern, and they can't be neatly categorized as emotionally available or unavailable based on when they start. So, emotional availability isn't tied to whether a relationship is a rebound or not. It's about the people in the relationship. And finally, myth number 5. Rebound relationships are a way to get over an ex. Let's see if that's true. There's this common notion floating around that rebound relationships are simply a tactic to overcome the pain of a breakup. It's easy to see why. After all, immersing oneself in a new relationship can offer a distraction, a temporary solace from the heartache. But is this always the case? Not necessarily. While some individuals might jump into a rebound to mask the hurt, it's not a universal rule. Everyone deals with breakups differently, and rebounds are no exception. For some, a rebound relationship might be a stepping stone to healing, a way to regain their confidence and relearn how to trust again. Others might find themselves in a rebound not to forget their ex, but to rediscover themselves. In the aftermath of a breakup, it's common to feel lost, like a part of your identity has been stripped away. A rebound can provide an opportunity to redefine yourself outside of your past relationship, to explore new interests and to form new connections. So, let's dispel this myth once and for all. Rebound relationships aren't just about getting over an ex. They can be a journey of self-discovery, a chance to heal, and a pathway to forming meaningful connections. So, rebound relationships aren't always about getting over an ex. They can be about finding new connections and growth. And there you have it, 5 myths about rebound relationships debunked. We've navigated through the misconceptions, from the notion of inevitable failure to the idea that they're purely physical or emotionally hollow. We've learned that every relationship's success hinges on the individuals involved, their emotional maturity, and open communication. So remember, it's not about the relationship type, it's about the people in it. Now don't forget to check out the next video on the screen. It's time to debunk more misconceptions together.